television city in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. This is the game where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. And to guarantee that our players get a fair deal, I want you to meet our two very beautiful dealers, and here they are right now. Aren't they pretty? Woo! Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Ladies, we're ready to play the game. If you'll please deal out the cards. And Lacey's going to deal out the cards, the red cards, up on top for our returning champion, while Susanna will be dealing out the cards on the lower level for our challenger. And while they're doing that, let's meet our Card Sharks now. Here they are. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Boy, we had some excitement yesterday, I'll tell you what, because Daryl won, what,
$5,400.
$5,400. And to refresh everybody's memory...
I'm pregnant.
Yes, we know that, and the baby's due in just a few days.
Yeah, what time is it?
Hey, don't do that to me, okay? I've never had that happen, and I don't want to plan right now.
I don't think it will.
All right, well, good luck. This your first
Thank
baby?
you. My first.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Well, I know you're going to be very proud. You did wonderfully yesterday. This lady standing next to you, let's meet her once again. Hi, Estelle, how are you?
Hello, Bob.
You're how old,
to be
Estelle?
here.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 78 on March the 11th.
Are you really?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
But very much alive.
Very much alive.
Very
Now,
full of pep, do many, many things. I come from Windcote, Pennsylvania. You can call me Goody.
I will call you Goody, yes.
Most people call me Grammy.
would you get married again?
I most certainly would.
What are you looking for?
Somebody that's sexy.
And alive, right?
Naturally.
Okay, all right. Now, each of you has cut your deck of cards backstage, so good luck to both of you. And as you know, yesterday, we were right in the middle of our game, if I remember correctly, and our champion has, what, 4 cards to turn over? Actually, we're very tied. The challenger needs to turn over 4 cards, too. So let's get right to our high-low question, and we'd ask one question in the game yesterday, so this will be our second question in game number 1 in your match. Good luck to you, ladies. And Goody, this one's for you. Here we go,
Okay.
Estelle. Estelle, we surveyed 100 people. We asked them, have you ever sneaked out of a restaurant without paying the check? Now, how many people have sneaked out of the restaurant without paying the check?
Either men or women makes no difference.
Yeah, just 100
just
people.
Just 100 people.
You have to try to get as close as you can to the correct answer.
Oh, I
Estelle.
think about 25.
No kidding.
I think 25 do it. People.
Would you do that?
I wouldn't do it, but most people do.
No, I wouldn't either. All right,
Most people
Daryl,
do.
you think that the
I'm sorry,
number's going to be
I-
higher or lower than that?
I have lower. I think it's much lower.
You think it's going to be
Yeah.
lower? If it is lower, you get the first shot of the cards. If not, then Estelle gets the first crack at the cards. Well, the actual number of people who have sneaked out of a restaurant without paying the check is 23. It was lower, but boy, it was just barely lower. All right, Daryl, as you know now, you can change your base card if you want to, or you can keep it. What do you want to
I'm
do?
going to change it.
You're going to change that
Yeah,
card.
let's take a chance.
The 10 now becomes a
Okay.
4. Now you
All
got to
right.
play higher or lower?
Higher.
Gonna go higher than the
Yeah.
4. Here we go. No. Not higher than the 4, and that means you go back to your original base card, and your opponent gets a free shot at the card.
Come
So,
on,
Estelle,
Bob.
it's up to you.
I have to travel. Come on.
Here we go.
Higher.
What's it going to be?
Higher.
Higher than the 2. The card is a 4. Now, Estelle, let me tell you something. You can freeze right here and protect your position, all right? Or you can continue calling off high-low cards. But if you make a mistake, well, then you go back to your original base card. So what do you want to do? You want to freeze? Or you want to play?
I'm going to go higher.
Gonna go
Bob.
on higher. All right. Higher than the 4. The card is an 8. Yes. Now
I freeze.
Now the lady says, I will freeze right there. All right, let's go to another high-low question. This is game number 1 of our match, so the question goes to Daryl. Daryl, we surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, are you hoping to marry a virgin? What's so funny? How many bachelors said they are?
Well, you don't have an age range or anything, but bachelors, I think, nowadays are a little more practical, and they know they aren't going to get very many of them. So,
Is that the truth?
yeah, unfortunately, I think so, unless they're going to marry 12 to 14. So, anyway, I think it's a real low number, like 20.
20 out of 100
20.
said that they are hoping to marry a virgin.
Yeah.
Okay, Estelle, do you think the actual number is going to be higher or lower than 20?
Come on now. At this day and age, lower.
You think lower than 20?
Lower.
Oh, come on. Actual number of bachelors who are hoping to marry a virgin is 42. It was not lower, it was higher. Hey, they can dream, can't they?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Daryl, you have control of the cards. I won't
Okay.
even ask, Lace, believe me. All right. The 4 is yours. You want to change or not?
No, I want to go higher.
You're going to go higher than the 4. Here it comes. It's a 4. No, not higher than the 4. And that means that Estelle gets a free shot at the cards. You got to play off the 8. Estelle, will it be higher or lower?
I'm going to say higher. I
Higher
don't see
than
a
the
higher
8. Here
card.
comes the card. No. Once again. Didn't do too well that time. Okay. This is our 4th and final question in this game. That means it's sudden death time. Someone must win the game on this play of the cards, so control is very important. This question will decide the game. Goodness, you need some help, don't you? All right, here we go. For you, Estelle, we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, do you think that newspaper and television reports of airline hijackings encourage other hijackings? How many people said that media coverage does encourage hijackings?
Well, they do tell them how to do it. Ordinarily, reading it in the newspaper and the television show really tells you just how to do it.
So how many out of the 100?
So I think out of 100, it encourages them to do it.
How many people said media coverage does encourage hijackings?
Well, I should see about 45.
45 out of 100. All right, Daryl, it's up to
I
you.
think it's higher. I think there's too much media exposure on all of it. It's
So you
gotta
think
be
the
higher.
number will be higher?
Gotta
The
be
actual
higher.
number of people who said that media coverage does encourage hijackings is 71. Yeah, it was higher. All right, come on now. Now, Daryl, you've got a decision to make. The control is yours. You can change your base card and play through the end. But if you make a mistake, Estelle wins the game. Or you can pass it on to Estelle. She must play off the 8, and if she goofs, the game is yours. So we want to play or pass.
Oh, I'm going to pass it. I
Gonna
just
pass
hope
it to
that she
Estelle.
has to go.
All right, Estelle,
the
you've got to
wrong
play
way.
it out. You make a goof, and Daryl wins the game. You got to play off the 8. What will it be?
I'm going to say it's higher.
Higher than
Gotta
the
be
8.
higher,
Here we
Bob.
go. It is higher than the 8. Yes. And now what? Higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher than the 10. All right, if it's higher than the 10, Estelle wins the game. If it's not higher, then the
Please,
game
come
goes to
on.
Daryl. It's a 9. No. That means that Daryl wins game number 1. The old strategy worked for you again, didn't it? All right, we'll pause for these words, and we'll be right back with game number 2 of our match on Card Shark right after this.
With an unknown comedian, Adam Sandler.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. We've just completed game number 1. Our returning champion, Daryl, you've just won game number 1. You've got $100, and you know if you win 2 games, first player to win 2 games, then has a chance to play the money cards, and that's where the big money comes in. And now, Lacey's going to be dealing out new cards from the same deck, and we're going to begin game number 2 right now with this high-low question. It's for you, Daryl. Here it is. We surveyed 100 men, and we asked them, if you could have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger, would you want it? How many said they would?
Well, there are a lot of people into pumping iron. You want one? There are a lot of men into pumping iron, but I don't think a lot of them want to be so muscular.
Don't you think so?
No, trim and nice, but not...
Does that turn girls on, a body like that?
Not me.
No?
No.
Doesn't, huh?
I'd say 50.
50 out of 100 say
Yeah.
they would like to have a body like
50
Arnold
out of 100.
Schwarzenegger. Estelle?
I don't know what the chances are for anybody falling in love. He's got one girl. I don't know how many more he's going to get.
Hey, but he has a good body.
I
don't you
know
think?
he has a terrific body
Yeah.
for him. I think
Don't you think I'd look good like that?
No, I don't think I'd like you that way.
Oh.
I like you the way you are.
So actual number higher or lower then?
You said 40, didn't you?
I said
Right, she said 50.
50?
50.
I said lower.
You're going to say lower.
I'll say
All
lower.
right. The actual number of men who would like to have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger is 33. You're right, Estelle. It was lower. I think that's a little too much. I agree with you. I mean, I don't think I would look... Oh,
No, I don't.
Estelle, here's your base card.
Come on,
there
Bob.
it comes right now. It's an ace. Now, how's that for a card? Huh? Gotta go lower than the ace. Here it comes. It's a queen.
I'll go lower.
Lower
Bob.
than the queen. The card is a 10.
Hey,
Player freeze. Says right there, that'll be just enough. Thank you very much. I have a slight lead in this game, and I'm going to keep Daryl away from the cards. Pretty good strategy. Let's see if it works for you. Here's a question for you, Goody. This one is yours. We surveyed 100 psychiatrists. Here we go with psychiatrists. And we ask them, generally speaking, do women tend to marry men who remind them of their fathers? How many psychiatrists said that they do tend to marry men that remind them of their fathers?
Definitely. There's an impact that way. I can notice it. I've seen it. I have a granddaughter who's marrying a man just like her father.
Really?
Definitely, yes. And I think there should be at least about 55.
Ooh.
55 out of 100 psychiatrists say that women marry men that remind them of their fathers. Daryl,
I'd agree and say that number's even higher.
Even higher than that?
I think it's even higher.
My daughter will have a rough time finding a guy like me.
You bet.
Oh, one of a kind.
The actual number of psychiatrists who said that women tend to marry men who remind them of their fathers is 82. Yeah, it was much higher. All right, Daryl, you better catch up now. Here we go. Here's your card. The base card is a deuce. That's a good one.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. The card is a 6. Player freeze.
No. Freeze.
She's going to freeze.
Gonna freeze.
Okay. And that naturally keeps Estelle from getting a free shot at the cards. Here we go. Another high-low question for you. And this one is for you, Daryl. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, right now, are you on the birth control pill? I said, right now. How many single women said that they are?
Oh, gee. Well, a lot of women. I mean,
It is single women now.
Okay, yeah, and that doesn't include all the other devices. Just the pill, I guess.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Okay. A lot of women, I think, are nowadays because it just really protects them.
How many do you think then?
80.
80 out of 100?
Yeah, I think
said
it's
they
high.
are on the pill right now.
80.
Estelle, I won't even ask you, okay?
I don't need it.
Higher or lower?
Let's see what I would think. She said 80?
She said 80, yes.
Higher.
Higher than 80? Single ladies higher than 80. Are
Yes,
you kidding
Bob.
me? Wow.
I've been around. You haven't.
No, yes, you have been around, and I have not. No, I have been hardly
I'm
anywhere.
older than you are.
Actual number of single women who are taking birth control pills is 14. It was not higher, way lower. I won't even ask you. Okay, here we go again. You can change your 6 if you want to.
Change it.
All right. The new base card is a 5. You got to play off of it.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 5. Come on, Daryl. Nope, not higher than the 5. And that means Estelle gets a free shot at the cards. You got to play off the 10. Estelle, higher or lower than the 10? What do you think, Estelle?
Higher.
Higher than the 10. Here we go. No, not higher than the 10. And you return to your base card. Okay, now, this is the last question of this game, sudden death time. You know what happens here? Somebody has to win on this play of the cards, and control is most important to you. Here we are. Estelle, the question is yours. We surveyed 100 dentists. We asked them, have you ever drilled the wrong tooth by mistake? Can you imagine? How many dentists admitted they have?
It's happened to me, so I know.
Has it really?
It really has. Well, I'll just say about 10.
10 out of 100 admitted that they have. Will the actual number be higher or lower, Daryl?
10 admitted?
Yeah.
Okay, just a little higher.
A little bit higher than 10?
Just a little higher, but not a lot.
Actual number of dentists who have drilled the wrong tooth by mistake is 25. Yeah, was higher.
Oh, good.
Now, this is that situation again in sudden death. You can change your base card and play it out. If you goof, she wins the game, or pass it on to her. She must play off the 10. If she makes a mistake, you win the game.
I've got to pass it again.
You're going to pass it on. It's worked for you so far, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Estelle, you've got to play it out. Playing off the 10. Will it be higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher than the 10. If it's higher than the 10, you win the game. If it's lower, Daryl wins the game. It's a 6, and it did work for you again, Daryl. Daryl, you just won game number 2. You are our champion again. All right. Whew. Boy, that strategy works. Estelle, you're a very nice lady. Thank you very much for playing our game with us. We have nice prizes for you,
Pleasure
okay?
to be here.
And we'll see you again.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Bob.
All right. You did it. In just a moment, our champion is going to have a chance to add a lot more money by playing the big money cards. We'll be right back to that excitement in just a moment. See you in a minute.
Straining Pastor. Or order online at GothamSteelPod.com. That's 1-800-827-0292.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. We're so excited for you. Really. Look what you've got. You got, what, $5,600 right now. And now you have a chance to win a whole lot more. You know how this works. Susanna and Lacey, they have a brand new deck of cards over there that I know you've already cut. And here's how we play our big money cards. Now, the $200 you won a minute ago is yours to keep no matter what happens. And now we're going to give you new money to bet with. And we're going to start you right there on the bottom line. And you'll have $200. What you must do, Daryl, is you must bet your way across the board by calling high and low. And then, when you get to the second line, we're going to add $400 of betting money, and you'll then bet your way across the board on the second line. Minimum bets are $50, except when you get up there to the final top card, where you must bet at least half of your dollars. And you know what happened last time? You ended up with a whole lot of money. Now, you'll have 3 opportunities to change any card you don't like by simply selecting one of those 3 spare cards that Susanna is dealing out right now. So, good luck to you. Boy, you've had a wonderful run so far. Let's see if we can't add a whole lot to it. Okay, let's give the lady $200. Can we do that? $200 is yours.
Okay.
Now remember, you can turn that $200 into some $32,000 if the cards fall right. So here we go, Daryl. Here's your first card. It's a 7. You can
Change it.
Which one?
Not third card.
The
3.
third card.
Number 3.
The 7 now becomes a 10. What do you want to do? Want to play or change it?
I'm going to go 100 lower.
You're going to go $100 lower than the 10.
lower.
Remember, if another 10 comes up in the money cards, you don't win or
Yeah.
lose. It's just a push.
100
lower than the 10. The card's a 9. Yes. You now have $300.
I got to change the card. Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, let's see what the 9 will become.
Whoa.
The 9 is now a 7. You've got one more card you can change if you want to.
Okay, $100 higher.
You're going to bet $100
Yeah.
that it's higher than a 7. The
Get
card
over
is a
it.
3. No. And that brings you down
Okay,
to
I bet
$200.
200 higher.
200 higher than the 3. Yes, it's a 10.
Okay.
It is higher. All right, you now have $400. We're going to add another $400
Okay.
because you're up here on the second row. And you can play off the 10 or
I'm
change.
going to switch cards.
Switch
Last
cards.
card.
Okay, this is your last card to change. The 10 now becomes a 4.
Okay.
You've got
Okay.
$800.
All right, 600 higher.
$600 higher than the 4. The card's a jack.
Oh, good.
You've got $1,400.
Okay, 1,000 lower.
$1,000 lower than the jack. It's a queen. No. That brings you down to $400.
Okay.
Okay.
400. All of it lower.
All of it lower than the queen. Here we go. It's a 10. Yes. All right. You're at $800
Not much to
now.
do.
You got to bet at least $400 on this card.
Oh, well, it's $800. Okay, $800 lower.
You're betting all of it that it's
All
lower. Let's find out. Is it lower than the 10? No! Hey, some days you got it, some days you don't. What can I tell you?
No.
That's all right. Look what happened to you. You won over $5,000 yesterday. You don't win any money on the big money cards today, but you know you're still our champ. You know you're going to meet a new challenger, and you get to play Card Sharks again. So fear not. We'll get some more money for that, baby. And right now we're going to pause for these words, and we'll be back in just a moment.
120. That's 1-800-708-0120. Order now.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Hey, you know, yesterday, look what happened. You won over $5,000. Today, you didn't win any money there, but that's the way it works. Some days it's there, some days it's not. Now, we have a new challenger for you. Maybe this time you get to do it all over again, but let's meet your new challenger right now, and join us if you would, please.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Tony.
Hi. Hi, Bob. My name is Tony Morgan, and I go to school at LACC, and I also am a tour guide at a major motion picture studio.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's
You
great.
see a lot of movie stars and all that?
Yeah, now and then, on and off, yeah. We have our favorites.
I bet you do. Mm-hmm. Rin Tin Tin, Lassie, some of those. All right, you know the rules of our game, I think, don't you? Well, good luck to you. This lady's tough. I just want you to know that.
I know.
Let's begin game number 1 with this match between Daryl and Tony, and we've already dealt out a new group of cards over there from a brand new deck, so good luck to our 2 contestants. All right, here we go. We surveyed 100 married men. This is for you, Daryl. We surveyed 100 married men, and we asked them, would you be willing to wear a beeper so your wife could reach you at any time? How many married men would be willing to wear a beeper?
Boy, I think it'd depend on whether they had children or not, but I would say most married men wouldn't want to be reached at any time. So it'd be fairly low. I'd say 40.
You think 40
40 out of 100.
All right. Tony, you know what you have to do? You have to try to come as close as you can to the... Will the actual number be higher or lower than the 40?
I'm sorry, that is going to be lower.
Yeah.
Lower, yes.
You just want your privacy sometime.
Definitely.
I agree with you. All right. Actual number of married men who would be willing to wear a beeper is 46. No, it was higher. Boy, I am not one of the 46. I can tell you that right now. All right, Daryl, you've got control of the cards.
Okay.
Here we go. The card is a king,
good.
and you're on your way again.
Lower.
Going lower than the king. Here it comes at the deuce.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. The card's a 9. Play a freeze.
I'm going to freeze.
The lady wants to freeze right
Yep.
there to keep Tony away from the cards, and I think it's pretty good strategy. And boy, have you had good strategy so far in this game. We'll pause with these words, and we'll be right back with more Card Sharks in just a moment, all right?
Wearing a quality belt.
Or order online at rightsizebelt.com. That's rightsizebelt.com.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. We hope you enjoyed our show today. We had a wonderful time. We hope you'll be back with us again next time. I'm Bob Eubanks for Lacey Pemberton, Susanna Williams, Gene Woods, and the game say thanks for being with us on Card Sharks. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Capture Your Best Memories with a Polaroid, the Sun 600 comes with carrying case and coupon for free film, and a calculator and Vaseline Lip Therapy covers lips better than a waxy stick. It creates a moisture barrier that goes beyond relief to prevention, and a cookbook. And Mazzola Margarine has such a fresh, light taste, it's too good for words. Mazzola Margarine. And a watch and Iodex P soothing ointment kills germs and stops infection. First aid protection for the family. Iodex P used as directed. And the member of our studio audience will receive Benris His and Hers gold tone watches feature basket weave link bracelets, genuine diamonds accent each dial, 12 for him, 4 for her from Benris. And one of our polling groups will receive food for one or a whole family. Discover how quick and easy cooking can be with this full-featured microwave oven from the Hardwick Stove Company. This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson television production.
These 3 contestants are